Oh baby, it's time. World premiere gameplay for Sonic Frontiers. I'm really excited. I really liked that teaser. Yeah, I'm a little behind, but that's okay.
2022 is all about Sonic Frontiers. We've got gameplay, we've got previews, and we've got interviews from the developers who made it all happen. All month long, we'll be diving deep into what you can expect when the game makes its way to you later down the road. First up, we've got the world premiere gameplay focusing on exploring the mysterious island that Sonic suddenly finds himself stranded on at the start of the game. Be sure to stick with IGN throughout June so you don't miss anything. Until then, here's your first look at gameplay from Sonic Frontiers.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I had to jump in the shower because I was a big old dumb idiot. Decided to take a nap. And, wow! And this is still on, this is on like a, I think they're streaming this, right? So this is like, oh, he animates more than he did in, Forces. It's not like a crazy amount more, but it's more. A punch! Just punched. What the hell? I think my water bottle fell behind my chair and I just squished it. Yeah, I thought those were things that you could like run on off that one screenshot we saw of it kind of like on a wall. The weird purple coins I think they showed in the screenshots. He looks like he controls okay. I mean, there was some funny like, oh cool, he can grind on that. Sonic like walking on like the tip of stuff, which unfortunately gave me slight 06 fear. What? I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I was about to say, you could definitely, like, why it's Sonic, why can't he just run up it? That was just to show the extra animations and stuff. All right, that's fine then. This is off of like a stream from IGN, you know? And that part looked a little weird. There was like some, but he also, like, he turns really seemingly smoothly. That's when he crawls out onto a little ledge and does the whole, the view, whatever it is from Assassin's Creed. I haven't played Assassin's Creed in forever. He's got like kind of a magnetic thing with the rings, it looks like. I kind of like the boost not being in effect now. I wonder if there will be like a mega boost that does, because we saw that one attack of his. He was zigzagging everywhere. Oh no, he animates way more than he did in Forces. Thank God. They brought back the Generations kind of thing where when he gets closer to the ground, he actually like he leans his legs forward and he kind of leans back and just has his arms back. Cool. Okay, air boost. Wondering if that will be upgradable, because it looks like it didn't really do anything. It barely moved him, you know? Music is so pretty. And again, I can't, was that a pop-in? I can't stress enough though. Well, two things now I'm gonna say. This might still be alpha footage. This could be old footage, and it looks pretty good. I forgot the other thing. Oh my God, dude, this looks, okay, like visually, on what I was gonna, yeah, there's the wall run. It's like all the stuff. It's like all the stuff that did work in Lost World, and all the stuff that's worked in Boost games and Forces, if you want to include Forces. Whoa, dude! Air trick, okay. I do want to know how old this footage is. Like, is this relatively new? If it is, he's still a little stiff, like a smidge, just a little, you know. But like, it's. I mean, it's. Are the air tricks just brownie points? Like, or is that it? It's just for brownie points now to look cool? Oh, I'm so excited. This kind of, just watching some of this has alleviated some of my very small concerns already. And from what I understand, I haven't really played Phantasy Star in a long time. People are getting mad Phantasy Star vibes from this, and I'm like, that's fine, honestly. So question marks mean like there's something here, like a mystery, I guess, like puzzle. Oh, that's, okay, he controls better. He's still like got some shakiness because he's just really fast, but like They practically made a perfect circle there. That's awesome. And I'm glad to know that that's not automated. It did not look automated at all. That was something I was super concerned about in the teaser. Does he have a different animation when running downhill? That was a little different. Maybe it's just because of the slight momentum change, because they might do like Sonic 4 and Sonic Generation stuff where like he goes faster downhill, but it's, you know, pretty subtle. Burb. Give me that DLC from Sonic Lost World with Legend of Zelda vibes. What are these rails? Well, there's a pulley. And here we are. Yeah, I noticed that the trees like fade out if they get too close to the camera. You know what's funny is Sonic games have always, not pretty much always anyway, had some kind of problems with the camera. And honestly, it looks like this game does not so far. I mean, there's only like tutorial land, right? There's like the first island, or first part of the island. I love how whoever's doing this part's just like, look, you can run on everything. And I'm like, that's pretty cool though. Like I know why you showed it now. Show us more of the repertoire. Puzzles. Sonic, did you mess it up? Come on, Sonic. I know you're not Tails, but you're not dumb. There you go. Yeah. And I love that you can like do them faster. Yeah, this is the beacon thing. Oh, it tells you where stuff is? Like it'll be like, hey, here's this thing now. Yeah, what does this do? I want to know. You know what I'm kind of liking though? There's a lot of the boost panels and stuff. Although, yeah, like as most Sonic games are sort of an automated thing. It seems like they're sort of optional for the most part. Like they're there for people just to, like probably for kids. That can't be the whole thing. That was that just like a haha, you're watching IGN? Was that 7 minutes? I thought this was supposed to be 7 minutes long. I'm so sad. I mean, that alleviated almost all of my concerns. This looks really fun. I don't know if it's going to be amazing. I don't know if it's going to be the best Sonic game ever. We're going to watch this again, but it looked really fun. And you have a pretty good amount of control over him. He definitely animates more than Forces, which is good. I gotta go back. We gotta analyze this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we got it in 4K now, meaning YouTube compression won't be as much of a problem. Watching this again. Damn, oh my boy. Oh, his quill's animated so great.
2022 is all about Sonic Frontiers.
We're gonna analyze this, man. It looks fun. I'm actually almost in tears. I wish I was kidding, but this alleviated everything I was concerned about. It looks really fun. I still am cautiously very optimistic. I don't want to tell you, like, oh man, I can't, you know, let's go. But I kind of am like that right now. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't want to get my hopes up and then it'll only be okay. It does not look like it could be bad. So right away, it's just really pretty. Like this is off YouTube, you know. He definitely has. One thing I noticed his animation in general when shifting is just not anywhere near as stiff as it was in Forces, because this is the Forces model, right? Yeah, he's just animating more in general. I'm very curious how old this footage is. I do not think that they said. Okay, Stomp is back. Looks about the same as it always does, really. This is what's neat, though. I love that these walls are, like, runnable on or climbable on, like, whatever, you know. It's just fun. So, purple coins, I don't know. Currency, collectibles, I have no idea. There's only 4. See, I'm a little sad though. This is great. Being able to, the sparks. Being able to grind on this is fine. But I really wanted to see the dude run up it because I wanted to see if it went 2D or if you can run up it well, because it looks like he controls better than even like Generations. Because Generations obviously didn't have a bunch of very open 3D areas. Generations was a slightly better controlling Sonic Colors because it wasn't on the Wii. That was weird. It froze up on me. Yeah, I mean, like, he's just moving more, which is, I appreciate. This was weird. I wasn't expecting this. They were definitely just trying to show it. Him being able to climb, but you can seemingly just go. So I'm sure if you have boost, you can just boost up the wall, right? Like, you don't need to even hit the boost pad. Boost pads might be there just to show you. I don't know. I'm sure if you have momentum and hit those walls, you just go. Oh, you know what? He did. Yeah, this part's a little weird, though. This is the only thing that kind of bugs me. There's like some some weird shakiness going on when he does that. Again, I don't know how old this footage is, so I'm trying not to judge it too harshly. Draw distance is pretty good. This stuff back here looks like you may not be able to even get to it. It almost looks possibly low res, but it also might just be doing like a, oh, this is low res because it's so far away. But you can, it's not like Elden Ring where everything is like fidelity, even though it's not the most amazing looking thing ever. The art carries it a lot, right? That looked a little weird. Yeah, I can't tell if this just popped in or if it was like a lighting glitch. I think it popped in. I thought I saw some pop in. I don't want that to happen. I'm hoping, that's why I'm hoping this is like alpha. I don't think this is pre-alpha. I feel like it looks too good to be pre. I'm just hoping this is alpha footage, because if it's alpha footage, it looks really good. If it's like beta-ish, like we could bring this to the public-y, it's pretty good then, but there's a little bit. Like, I mostly want Sonic to, yeah, and it like turn back off. I don't know if that's a light, if that's just like an effects glitch or what. Because overall, it's not happening much, at least. You know, this is still like really actually pretty impressive and cool. Was that a heart actually? Does he have HP? Because there's no HUD. That looked like a heart. I didn't even notice it last time. Maybe you, I don't know, dude. We'll see. Like, maybe there's health upgrades. Yeah, he just, that's similar to the animation in, no, it's not. In Forces, he just sort of pops up like, ugh, and it's kind of awkward and stiff. That's fun. I love the fact you can just zoom around. You can really see him veer like left and right kind of hard a few times. It looks great. That does look like it's the same animation from Forces when you go through the rings. It looks like there's no, like, it just kind of loops. That was an enemy who just ran past him. You can sidestep still. I wonder if there's a drift. There might not need to be, but I think there, you know, depending on how tight you turn. That looks going under the bridge and everything, dude. Oh, the water exploding is fun. Also, he ran way slower when boosting in the water, I just noticed. This looks fun. Yeah, he's doing that one thing I didn't super love in Forces either. The tricks look kind of rough. This might be older footage. The tricks look a little rough. I'm gonna rewind, actually. Let's put this back here and slow it down so I can talk about this. And I'm not trying to judge it harshly. I'm just trying to be like, hey, this is stuff that, you know, maybe should be touched up on, or if this is alpha footage, possibly is already being touched up on. Yeah, he tries to boost and he's like, ugh! That part's great. That transition to that's a little funky, but like video games sometimes, you know. So here's, yeah, there. It doesn't look as bad, actually, as Forces, seeing it in slow motion, where we had 335. There's this the jumping animation off rails in Forces, I'm not a huge, like, it's very awkward and stiff. So he would always like kind of flip into this, right? Into this pose. But it doesn't look as stiff. It still looks kind of stiff, but I don't get enough of a look at it here to kind of really see it. Maybe okay, so if he's only twirling a few times and then he kind of like goes back to a relatively normal, you know, I need to be able to see it more. Yeah, the tricks look kind of weird. They almost look like the stuff in colors. But then, like, I don't know, they just look a little off. I don't know if stiff is even the right, they're like too fast. One of them kind of looked like it was from Generations, but like, they look like too fast. Like he just jerks into them really quickly. I'm guessing it gives you boost. You know, they have the HUD off or something, because there's definitely no, you know, there's no way there's no HUD. It's also nice to see his like a traditional sort of walking speed. That's like the first time the camera's been weird, was honestly there, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. So there's puzzles. which is completely fair. And there's more pop in the background. It's always like one or two things too. It's not even like a lot. This is cool though. I like how this is like, there is a mystery here. What's the mystery? Use your brain. And Sonic's like whirlwind attack, which looks like it controls well. I don't know if maybe you get slightly more control of him when doing it. You probably hold a button down for it. This is one of my favorite things. I think that's actually kind of neat. I think that's fun. And it looks like it controls good. So that's like a weird blue ball. Maybe it's boost related. So yeah, his animation is different there. It's like his hands aren't as open, but he's not quite like doing like the, when he closes his hands, right? His hands aren't as open as they were there. This is a cool part because they're showing like he can run on like everything. There's some pop-in, unfortunately. I don't know what they're running this on, but I hope the pop-in does not carry over, or at least is very much minimalized. Yeah, one thing, I mean, like the trees fade, the camera really follows him pretty well, honestly, and you apparently can, we saw earlier they were moving it. He seems to have a lot of boost. Oh, I just noticed, yeah, there's some like lines because he's going really fast. They definitely seemingly toned down the speed, the smidge. But I'm wondering if like he gets faster, like because in Unleashed and stuff, in Generations even he gets faster. Because there's definitely seemingly upgrades. Because why else would you get like a heart, Oh man, it just looks fun, dude. And he's like moving side to side really smoothly. Like it's just like how you would do it in, excuse me, in Generations, but like arguably smoother. This almost looks like, because it's spiky. If it's like this is either a heart, I can't really tell, different type of heart, or it's some type of like attack thing. I don't know. It's hard to tell because it's really barely in there and there's like an effect on it. Yeah, I like how these are here for some rings, but like there's no reason for you to do it. You could just run right up that, and I think that's actually really sick. I love that this is just here and Sonic's like, damn, what if I run on this? That's one of the only other parts of this that looks kind of stiff, honestly, is him running on it. Like the animation of it's a little funny. It's not like bad, but it looks like they're trying to encourage you to do stuff. I don't know, man, it just looks fun. I'm just really excited about it. Those enemies definitely like, hey, what are you doing? And then that was actually some pretty bad pop-in. Some of that it looks really good and promising, but that pop-in can be kind of bad. The pop-in's a little rough. That's sick. That, and then they like threw under the bridge. Oh, dude. Okay, so he does kind of stop the animation eventually. All right, that's fine then. Maybe it depends on the type of ring you go through and what you're going toward. Rainbow rings seem to just be like they were in Generations. You can do tricks. I think those are the Generations tricks. They're just like they are kind of stiff. Hopefully, again, this is because there's some weird stuff I'm noticing on the ground now too. It's not like end of the world stuff, but it should be fixed. Yeah, it's totally a heart. What is this? I like didn't even catch this. What the fuck? What? Well, yeah, that's our first real like look at the gameplay, and I'll be honest with you, I'm very pleasantly surprised. I'm really like, I'm just trying to curb my expectations, but it's really hard because I love Sonic so much. It's my favorite, it's my favorite character, favorite franchise. Doesn't mean that it's the greatest thing in the world sometimes, unfortunately. But I mean, I'm really like, this really alleviated a lot of my concerns. It gave me new ones actually, but those ones are smaller. Like there's just some graphical stuff and some occasional animation stuff with Sonic that's just kind of stiff. It's not even that big of a deal, but it should, like Sonic's just sometimes a little stiff, that's it. Looks like he controls surprisingly well. The camera looks fine. I almost said looks fucked. I was trying to say fucking fine. Weirdly enough, because that's always a big issue with him, and especially in faster stuff controlling him in a lot of games. They really look like they've really trying to drill home. I kind of appreciate that, right? They didn't like just make him play differently. They built upon what has worked, what has been in Lost World, mostly what has been in Generations, Forces, and Unleashed, right? I'm very curious if he actually has a drift. I think it looks great. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I'm still cautiously very optimistic, but just watching, excuse me, just watching him run around and collecting stuff, and there's like an incentive to do it. You get upgrades, it looks like, whatever. Maybe there'll be NPCs, who knows? There's like rails way out in the water too. It's just, as long as you give the world something to do, and then there's like maybe some areas that are obviously just like, boots go fast, and he does seem slightly slow, but this is like the first part of the game, right? So I'm very curious if that's his maximum speed or if you'll get some more, and it's very likely that you'll get more. You know, it's Sonic, right? Um, and I'm saying he looks a bit slow for how big everything is. It just makes him seem not as fast as like even Force is. It's not a big deal, but I hope he goes faster. There were parts where he was going really fast though, like not running, but like on the rails. There were some pretty speedy parts. So it's not, it does not look like they're sacrificing that. They're still loop to loops. I'm kind of curious if they'll just be automated like they tend to be, or how they'll do those in this game. But I think it looks great, honestly. Like honestly, really alleviated a lot of my worries. Some of the stiffer animation stuff is still kind of there, but I don't know how old this footage is. Hopefully, you know, that's improved upon, because the Force's model is good. It's just the way it animated because of time restraints is the problem with it in Forces. And he looks, you know, he's super blue here. He looks great. The lighting in the game is really good, actually. This was all I can't wait to see this in person, because this was just like a YouTube video. I put it up to 4K, but it's still a YouTube compression. It looked really good. There's some pop-in that needs addressed, and I didn't really see any frame issues, really. Some pop-in, and some animation stuff is all that's been, it's like nitpicky almost. It's not quite a nitpick. It's a little more than that. But I mean, I'm just really glad that this looks the way it does. It looks like there's a lot to do. It might feel, I'm worried it'll feel empty. This is the big problem with the game. That's going to be, you're going to have to juggle it feeling empty. Like there's just stuff to do, but it's not that interesting to do, versus, well, using enemies, you know, to balance it out. But then the enemies get really boring and repetitive to fight. You know what I mean? That's probably going to be the hardest thing about this game for the team. I'm hoping oh God, hoping the delay helps with that, or you know, this is a rare exception for open world or open zone or whatever they're doing. This is a rare exception where some open areas are fine because you're just gonna let it rip, man. Gotta go fast, you know. So there's room for some gaps, you know. But I'm really excited. Let me know what you guys think down below. Love you all. Hope you're staying safe with everything going on. Again, I'm really excited about it. So let me know your thoughts. And I will see you guys next time. Hope you're staying safe with everything going on. See you guys next time. Peace out, everyone. I'm tired.